Oh my gosh. Well, we independent doctors withstood a lot. I was attacked by the California Medical Board. Other people were attacked by other state medical boards. So we stood strong and we're winning. We feel like it's a new day in terms of freedom of speech for doctors. We want patients to be able to access the best information. Thank God Elon Musk bought Twitter. Even before the change in Washington, Elon Musk buying Twitter was a game changer for independent physicians were not bought and paid for by other people with other interests. So there you go. It's a new day. I think people should be encouraged. Again, aflds.org, we have a ton of information for the public, videos and newsletters just to become informed on your medical civil rights.
Awesome. Great stuff. Thank you so much, Dr. Simone Gold with America's Frontline Doctors. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And please tell John we said hi.
Absolutely. Good day, Matthew.
You too. Thank you. All right, so 9:21 this morning, Thursday, March 13th, getting ready for a hearing here that is about the Senate Help Committee. This is considering President Trump's nominees to lead the National Institutes of Health and the Centers for Disease Control, also for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So obviously we already have a number of great patriots out there within the health framework, like RFK Jr., like Brooke Rollins, and Dr. Simone Gold and others out there, Dr. Peter McCullough, all these people that are out there doing great things for us in the sense of just keeping the information free and open with the correct, truthful narrative. Always good to see that. Let's go to Colonial Metals Group, freegoldguide.com. You see there the QR code on your screen. All you have to do is go to freegoldguide.com, get more information for free about Colonial Metals Group, as there's a retirement warning that's out there now because we're seeing a lot of different things going on when it comes to BRICS, nations using their own dollars instead of our dollar. You've got people like Buffett who's dropping and dumping $133 billion in stocks. So having a secure hedge against inflation, and also when it comes to your retirement or savings, having an ability to put it in the high value, always the high value of gold and silver, always a good idea. freegoldguide.com/RSBN. 9:22 this morning. Also looking forward to seeing our dollar continue to increase and inflation to go down, and also to see the amount of jobs. There are some very positive numbers from the Trump administration when it comes to manufacturing jobs. And also we've got a guy in office that is business centered and focused because he's got the natural skill of a businessman. He's one of the most successful CEOs of when he was the owner of the Trump organization. And he's, he did great things then, doing great things with our country now. And then bringing on the Secretary of Commerce, Secretary Howard Lutnick, who also has a great history of positive things happening in business and trade. And the two understanding tariffs probably more than anybody on earth. I mean, these guys know how to take care of business, and that's no pun intended, because President Trump saying earlier this morning that the European Union, one of the most hostile and abusive taxing and tariffing authorities in the world, which was formed for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the United States, has just put a nasty 50% tariff on whiskey. If this tariff is not removed immediately, the president says, the U.S. will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, and alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU-represented countries. This will be great for the wine and champagne businesses in the United States. So President Trump, of course, showing, hey, okay, so you're going to do that? Watch what we do. And so at the end of the day, again, not being ripped off anymore. And that's what President Trump's, one of his key items is he's taking care of, is that we won't be ripped off any longer. And on top of that, tariffs are also being used against Canada, Mexico, and China because of one word: fentanyl. It's not only the illegal alien situation where people are crossing the border. That has actually almost stopped at this point. We don't see the numbers, not even close to what they were under Biden. I mean, we're talking maybe in a 100 or 200 in a 24-hour period, maybe. That compares to 11,000 a day under whatever that was in the last administration. So it's now about the fentanyl as well, because it's still getting into this country. And so China makes one of the ingredients that is for fentanyl, so that gets shipped here, and then it goes to the drug cartels, The drug cartels based in Mexico and Canada, a terrorist organization, according to the president and the team. And then so those drugs come into our country. So that's a problem because people die from fentanyl. So the one thing most importantly is the safety of the American people, and then second, that we don't get ripped off. So President Trump is similar in some ways, of course, to President William McKinley, who was also a tariff-type president. And again, President Trump saying, if the EU puts this quote-unquote nasty 50% tariff on whiskey, the U.S. will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, and other alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU-represented countries. And again, him saying this will be great for the wine and champagne business, but we do know here in the United States. So I was just reading a text here as we're live right now, just seeing it's 9:26, of course. We'll be going to this HELP committee. It's a Senate HELP committee on the CDC, the NIH, and the FDA, the leaders that were nominated by President Trump to run each of those organizations. So we'll have that here in just a minute. Specifically, it's the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, aka HELP committee. We'll hold that confirmation hearing on the nomination of Dr. David Weldon to be the director of the CDC and of Dr. Jayanta Bhattacharya to be the director of the NIH, and also Dr. Martin Makary to be the commissioner of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So we'll have that here for you at any minute as you see that screen pop up right there live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. We're about 3 minutes from the bottom of the hour. That's the time that this committee on health, education, labor, and pensions will be starting. As soon as it starts, we'll go there live. As for a little bit later today, President Trump will be holding or actually participating in a meeting with the Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte. That's going to be at the Oval Office. We will have coverage of that. I'm going to check here as to what time our coverage starts, but before I do that, let's just go over the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Of course, it consists of 32 countries, 2 in North America, Canada, and our country, the United States, and then 30 countries are from Europe within NATO. So that'll be quite interesting to see that conversation with the Secretary General a little bit later today. All right, let's go to the specific time of what's going to happen a bit later. So it looks like at 11:45 Eastern, 11:45 Eastern, we'll have our second broadcast. So you'll be able to click on that link, whether you're watching on Rumble, the great Rumble, of course, an awesome streaming site and company. And also we'll be putting that live feed on various platforms, and we're just grateful and thankful that you guys are checking them out, especially on Rumble too. It's just wonderful to see that awesome group just continue to rise and continue to be known around this country and around the world. So again, 11:45 Eastern time, that will be the start of the second broadcast. So we'll be tossing it to Capitol Hill here shortly, and then a little bit later we'll go to the White House. It's going to be in the Oval Office where the president will participate in that NATO conference with the Secretary General. I'm assuming that this is going to be a virtual meeting, so we'll see if that's the case. I don't think the NATO Secretary General is going to be at the White House today, according to what I'm seeing in the schedule, but hey, it might happen. But also, again, most likely, I believe it will be a virtual meeting there. All right, so 9:29, thanks so much again for waking up with us, or at least turning this network on right here when it comes to streaming, live streaming on this Thursday, March 13th. A lot of interviews later today, including, actually, you know what? I'll let you know on the next broadcast. So hopefully you'll be able to join us there and see who's on the show. But also, it has to do with, I'll just maybe tease it in a way. It has to do with a band in Tennessee who was trying to go on to one of the local stations in Tennessee and play a song. It's a very patriotic song. It's a very good song. I checked with people here at the network. It's a good song. The lyrics are great. It's pro-America. But the local station said, you got to change that song. We don't want you to play that one. It's too politically biased. So here's the point. The censorship done, whatever media, whether it's local, state, national, international, who cares? It's still the fake news. And that's just the way it is. We won't name any stations, anything like that, but this is just factual. I mean, we saw the letter from this band, and I believe they will be joining us at about 1 p.m. Eastern time a bit later today. If we don't have that interview live, we'll record it and we'll share it with you as we get it and as we have more live coverage. A lot of interviews lined up tomorrow as well. Robert McNeely helping out with just all of these interviews that we have tomorrow, so it's great to see that. And also a great trip for RSBN's Robert McNeely coming up, and it's going to be great. So we'll see if I'll share more information as I get directive to do that. All right, so 9:31 Eastern time, you see cloudy days there in Washington right now, but doesn't mean it's not good weather in the sense of the smiles going on around Washington and around the country because of all the great things happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Quite the great meeting yesterday, that St. Patrick's Day reception for those of you that are loyal watchers here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. Quite awesome to see that just yesterday. Of course, we're just a few days away from St. Patrick's Day. Looking forward to that. Also, just to those of you that just joined us, at 9:30, so any minute now, the Senate Help Committee will consider President Trump's nominees to lead the National Institutes of Health and the Centers for Disease Control. Also, the commissioner for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So a lot of these nominees that are handpicked by President Trump and his team to lead these very important agencies moving forward. It's good to have these kind of people that are vetted by the president and his team and then leading these organizations. And then I wonder what we'll see there. I mean, we saw that half of the Department of Education, 50% of the workforce there have been let go because what's happening is all the corruption, whether it's in leadership at various positions throughout any department you want to name in the cabinet, the corruption's being taken away from this country. And it's great to see it being replaced with common sense. So bye to corruption, hello common sense, and it's a great thing for our nation. Now I'm wondering, at the CDC, the NIH, and the FDA, what will happen there? Will that, I'm sure, you know, with these new leaders there, and the way they want to take each of the organizations, what will happen from that? We'll see. We'll have to monitor that here at Right Side. Any other news that we're following right now? I don't see any huge breaking news stories at this hour as we do a quick breaking news check at 9:33 on this Thursday, March 13th. As soon as we see again the live picture there from Capitol Hill, we'll go there at any second. So President Trump, again, the White House reposting the rapid response 47 on X, the latest post from President Trump about the European Union and about these new tariffs that will be going against the EU if they don't lift a new tariff that the EU just put on us, specifically 50% tariff on whiskey. So if this tariff is not removed immediately, the president says the U.S. will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, and alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU represented countries. President Trump saying this will be great for the wine and champagne businesses in the United States. So let me double check Truth Social as well here to see if there are any newer posts by the president. Okay, there is. There's a few of them. All right, let's look at it together. The U.S. doesn't have free trade. We have stupid trade. The entire world is ripping us off, President Trump says. 24 minutes ago. Isn't it great to have someone that speaks how he speaks with such truth and then sometimes with comedy? This is entertaining. I think that's part of the reason why we love President Trump. He's an entertaining person, too. He gets entertainment. He said here, the U.S. doesn't have free trade. We have stupid trade. The entire world is ripping us off. President Trump also posting something about an article here about let our people go. I can't read it because it's really small print here. So let me see if I can get a bigger version of it here. It says here, thank you, President Trump, for standing with Israel during these challenging times. Israel has never had a greater friend in the White House. He posted something about that there. And a bit later today in that second broadcast, Sam Markstein with the Republican Jewish Council will join us live here on Right Side Broadcasting Network to talk about various things, including the fact that President Trump said, hey, Columbia University, you're going to have people that are supporting Hamas there? Really? Bye-bye to $400 million of grants, and Senator, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, on camera, some strong words about, revoking visas or deporting people that are in support of Hamas. In this country, they're out of here. That doesn't fly here. It doesn't fly in some other countries too, like Hungary, Viktor Orban. These people, they're like, no, hold on now. You're supporting something that is about killing people. Not going to happen. Not cool, not happening. Sayonara. So we're going to see some of those video clips a bit later, and we'll have Sam Markstein, a good friend of the network here with the Republican Jewish Coalition, joining us a bit later. Before we go on to some more of these posts here by President Trump, because he did post more after that European Union post about the Wall Street Journal. And then there's another one about CNN, which I can't wait to read. Let's go to angelpaste.com. So angelpaste.com, RSBN, all right? The code is awesome because you'll get a percentage off of the Miracle Cream, but also there's other products there that you can check out. Angelpaste.com. Out of Spring, Texas, they hire military veterans and a great product. What is there more to say? So just go to angelpaste.com. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that we're going to go to a commercial break. Before we do, I'm going to read a couple quick quotes here, and then what we'll do is if the Senate Help Committee starts out of the commercial break, we'll go directly to that. If not, we'll continue our live coverage here. Donald Trump saying on Truth Social, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen was great on fake news CNN, made Caitlin Collins look like the third-rate low ratings reporter she is. President Trump also saying, again, the U.S. doesn't have free trade. We have stupid trade. The entire world is ripping us off. 9:37. I'm Matthew Alvarez. Thanks so much for watching here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Let's go to a commercial break. And then on the other side, hopefully the Senate Help Committee will be underway.
Welcome to Right Side Broadcasting Network, your trusted conservative news outlet. At RSBN, we deliver the truth when the mainstream media falls short. Since 2015, we've proudly broadcasted every single one of President Trump's iconic MAGA rallies, bringing you the excitement and energy live before anyone else. By watching RSBN, you get an unfiltered front row view of the action on the ground. We interview the crowds to give a voice to millions of Americans just like you. We show you President Trump's speeches in their entirety, free from interruptions and censorship. We cover the stories that matter to you with the integrity and passion you deserve. Thank you for choosing RSBN as your home for America First News. Together, we stand strong, united, and informed. So join us and be part of the right side of history.
Hey y'all, it's Silk from the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat live show. Look, don't forget to check me out right here on RSBN Network. Be sure to watch the show on Right Side Broadcasting Network, and I want you to support Right Side Broadcasting Network. Yes, it's imperative that you do so, okay? I look to see y'all soon. Bye-bye.
I hear every day about the products you all wish MyPillow carried. Well, guess what? We probably do. Slippers, bathrobes, pet beds, blankets, mattresses, sleepwear, loungewear, duvets, comforters, pot holders, aprons, oven mitts, and so much more. And they're all on sale. For example, get our best-selling standard MyPillows for only $14.98. Body pillows, $29.98. 6-piece bath towels or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase, $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bedsheet sets. Any size, any color, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And I've never done this before. When you spend $100 or more, you're going to get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.
Welcome back to Right Side Broadcasting Network. Let's go to Capitol Hill for the Senate Help Committee.
Trust in public health and science agencies remains, and this comes as the nation faces serious health threats like a measles outbreak, which has already claimed at least 1 life, maybe 2, and hospitalized many more. One life of a child from a vaccine-preventable disease. So the American people's trust in public health institutions must be restored. To start, we need public health leaders committed to transparency and finding unbiased solutions to Americans' most challenging health problems. Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. Makary have demonstrated that they are ready to take on this responsibility. If confirmed as director of the NIH, Dr. Bhattacharya committed to promoting free and open debate at the agency, allowing all viewpoints to find the best outcome for Americans' health. He also discussed modernizing NIH, empowering scientists to find the next life-saving medical breakthrough. Moving on to the Food and Drug Administration. If confirmed as FDA Commissioner, Dr. Makary committed to promoting medical innovation while upholding FDA's gold standard of review, so Americans can benefit from the latest life-saving medicines and devices. He emphasized the need to address obesity and chronic disease in collaboration with other administration officials. Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. Makary have the experience and the vision to achieve President Trump's objective of making America healthy again. I support their nominations, urge my colleagues to do the same. With that, I recognize Senator Sanders for his opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today we are voting on the nominations for Director of the NIH, Dr. Jayanta Bhattacharya, and the Commissioner of the FDA, Dr. Makary. I will be voting against both of these nominations. The NIH, with a budget of $48 billion, is the largest funder of medical research in the world. This research has led to new treatments and prescription drugs that have significantly improved the lives of Americans and people throughout the world. Every American should be proud of those achievements. But these treatments don't do any good if people cannot afford them. And the truth is that is exactly what is happening in our country today. It is beyond comprehension that we continue to pay, in some cases, 10 times more for the same exact drug to people in Canada or other countries around the world. People go to the doctor, they get a prescription, they can't afford it. That's absurd. Not only has the federal government not effectively regulated the price of prescription drugs, although we have made progress under the Biden administration in terms of negotiating prescription drug prices with Medicare, the taxpayers of this country over the years have provided hundreds of billions of dollars in research and development into new prescription drugs that have provided enormous benefits. Unfortunately, despite all of the money that we have spent on the development of prescription drugs, drug companies take the money, they say thank you very much, and they go out and they charge the American people sky-high prices. In 2023, this committee released a report that found that the average price of new treatments that NIH scientists helped invent over the past 20 years is $111,000. $111,000 per treatment. In virtually all cases, American taxpayers are paying far more than people in other countries for the exact same medicine. In my view, we need an NIH director who is prepared to take on the greed of the pharmaceutical industry and use every tool at his or her disposal to substantially lower the outrageous prices of prescription drugs. Unfortunately, I do not believe that President Trump's nominee to lead the NIH is that person. Not just the NIH. The FDA was established by Congress to regulate prescription drugs and the food that we eat, among many other things. According to the FDA's website, its mission is to make medical products more effective, safer, and more affordable. More affordable. Again, all of the great breakthroughs don't mean anything unless people can afford them. And today in America, tens of millions of people cannot afford those treatments. And for that reason, Mr. Chairman, I will also oppose the FDA nominee.
Senator Hawley, was this the nomination you wish to speak on? We are waiting for Senator Murkowski. We have a 2-minute statement from Senator Hawley, and so we'll do that. Then, assuming that no one else has a statement, we'll begin the vote.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I was alarmed yesterday to learn that Dr. Makary had selected to be the chief counsel of the FDA.
This is for Bhattacharya, so.
No, I'm sorry. I want to talk about Dr. Makary.
Okay, so hold
Want me
it
to
then, please.
suspend?
Okay. Well, go ahead and do it if you don't
Okay.
mind, and we'll.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I was alarmed to see yesterday that news reports that Dr. Makary had decided to elevate to the chief counsel of the FDA a lawyer from the Biden administration who had, as I'm sure it would warm my colleagues' hearts on the other side of the aisle to know, repeatedly argued in favor of the Biden administration's rules on the chemical abortion drug, mifepristone, in case after case after case. This, frankly, flew in the face of what Dr. Makary told me in terms of his unbiased view on this. He said he would carry out a close review of that drug, as is required by law, by the way, and what he also testified to this committee. I subsequently learned that this same attorney whom he had chosen to be the head of, again, the FDA's chief counsel, had also repeatedly argued for President Biden's vaccine mandates and had argued that there was no imposition on religious liberty in the vaccine mandates, that there should be no exceptions, argued in favor of the government shutdowns, argued in favor of firing federal officials who refuse the vaccine mandate, even on religious liberty grounds. I was stunned to hear about this, and frankly, Mr. Chairman, I was very, very alarmed, and it called into question, to me, Dr. Makary's judgment. Now, I'm pleased to see that as of this morning, he has withdrawn his support from this individual. She has resigned as chief counsel at the FDA. He has reconsidered that judgment, and that gives me some confidence. On that basis, I will vote yes.
Mr. President, I move to favorably report Dr. Bhattacharya's nomination. The clerk will call the roll, and I shall be voting yes.
Senator Paul. Senator Collins. Senator Mullen. Senator Marshall. Senator Scott. Senator Hawley. Senator Tuberville. Senator Banks. Senator Houston. Senator Moody. Senator Sanders. Senator Murray. Senator Baldwin. Senator Murphy. Senator Kane. Senator Hassan. Senator Hickenlooper. Senator Markey. Senator Kim. Senator Blunt Rochester. Senator Alsobrooks. Senator Murkowski. Yeah.
Senator Cassidy is an aye. We'll hold this vote open, and we'll go to the next vote. Okay? My colleagues are okay with that. Okay? Next, we'll go to, I will now move to favorably report Dr. Martin Makary's nomination. The clerk will call the roll. I shall vote yes.
Senator Paul. Senator Collins. Senator Mullen. Senator Marshall. Senator Scott. Senator Hawley. Senator Tuberville. Senator Banks. Senator Houston. Senator Moody. Senator Sanders. Senator Murray. Senator Baldwin. Senator Murphy. Senator Kane. Senator Hassan. Senator Hickenlooper. Senator Markey. Senator Kim. Senator Blunt Rochester. Senator Alsobrooks. Chairman Cassidy. Senator Murkowski. I have 13 ayes, 9 nays.
For this one too? Oh, never mind, I'll hold it open. Thank you, colleague.
You need some advice from counsel.
Believe me, I'm.
Senator Murkowski for the vote on Bhattacharya. I have 12 ayes, 11 nays.
The ayes have it. The nomination is agreed to and will be favorably reported to the Senate. Now, please, Dr. Makary.
Senator Murkowski. I have 14 ayes, 9 nays.
The ayes have it. The nomination is agreed to and will be favorably reported to the Senate. The Health Committee stands adjourned.
Welcome to Right Side Broadcasting Network, your trusted conservative news outlet. At RSBN, we deliver the truth when the mainstream media falls short. Since 2015, we've proudly broadcasted every single one of President Trump's iconic MAGA rallies, bringing you the excitement and energy live before anyone else. By watching RSBN, you get an unfiltered front row view of the action on the ground. We interview the crowds to give a voice to millions of Americans just like you. We show you President Trump's speeches in their entirety, free from interruptions and censorship. We cover the stories that matter to you with the integrity and passion you deserve. Thank you for choosing RSBN as your home for America First news. Together, we stand strong, united, and informed. So join us and be part of the right side of history.
Hey y'all, it's Silk from the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat live show. Look, don't forget to check me out right here on RSBN Network. Be sure to watch the show on Right Side Broadcasting Network, and I want you to support Right Side Broadcasting Network. Yes, it's imperative that you do so, okay? I look to see y'all soon. Bye-bye.
I hear every day about the products you all wish My Pillow carried. Well, guess what? We probably do. Slippers, bathrobes, pet beds, blankets, mattresses, sleepwear, loungewear, duvets, comforters, pot holders, aprons, oven mitts, and so much more. And they're all on sale. For example, get our best-selling standard My Pillows for only $14.98. Body pillows, $29.98. 6-piece bath towels or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase, $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bed sheet sets. Any size, any color, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And I've never done this before. When you spend $100 or more, you're going to get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.